Architecture can be timeless. When strong fundamentals meet innovation, great design stays relevant. Just like this Ferrari, with its naturally aspirated V12 engine, it stays true to what makes a Ferrari special, while embracing modern performance and comfort. And this home follows the same philosophy. It is bold, forward-thinking, and built with purpose. Meet Frame d'Allure. Situated on Billionaires Row here on Palm Jumeirah, this home is a statement. It shows you what can be accomplished when the right team comes together to push the boundaries and create something truly exceptional. Now, we've toured many homes here on Palm Jumeirah, but this one stands out, and it is my personal favorite within Palm Jumeirah, and I'm excited for all of you to see it. Let's go inside. The exterior of this home sets the tone, lays the groundwork for what's to come. When you look at the house, you immediately see the architectural lines, use of material, and how distinct it is. The first thing I want to point out is this rectangular frame, hence the name Frame d'Allure. This distinct feature is showcased both on the street side as well as the back of the property, creating mass volume for the entire home. And then you have pockets of interior volumes that recesses itself to the home, hence the setback design, and from there you create amazing interior spaces. Now, the other thing I want to point out is the extensive use of travertine throughout the walkways, exterior facade, all the way to the frame itself. And when you pair that up with this metal screen detail that looks like wood, you get the warmth, you get the contrast, and even more importantly, you get privacy. The screen detail provides this discreet approach to the home and hides a lot of the glass panels and sliding glass doors. But if you want a little bit more view from the interior spaces, all you have to do is to push a button, and a lot of these sections are all bifold screen doors, and they gently open up, allow natural light to come in and open up your views, or you can simply keep it closed this way and remain a little bit more private. Now, also on the center, you can see this frosted section. That's where we have the elevator that goes to all 4 levels. That's right. This property features a subterranean level with an incredible car gallery that we will see later. And lastly, we have a beautiful water feature, shallow but well-designed lawn that brings that grounding effect. And over on this side, we have the driveway taking you down to that subterranean level. And let me tell you, it is an experience to drive your car down there because it is all surfaced with travertine. It feels like you're going right into a cave. And here we have the walkway taking you to your discreet front door. Let's go inside. The foyer of this property is absolutely stunning. The 3-story ceiling here provides so much volume. And then you have a true floor to ceiling, all the way to the roof line, glass wall that brings the outdoors straight into your property. And tying that with warm wood paneling, mood lighting, bronze accents, and filled, polished travertine floors, you get this incredible experience. I mean, this space is so beautiful, and it is all about the view and all about the architecture. We also have a small seating area here with a light fixture above us. The entire space is very minimalist and clean. And on top of that, we have a screen here for you to showcase your NFTs or your digital art. And we also have an art piece here from Ahmet Güneştekin. a fellow Turkish artist. Now, the last detail I want to cover here is the ceiling design. It's a massive skylight that brings additional natural light to the foyer, and it also has a screen detail on top to tie the architectural details together. And I have to say, this foyer is one of the best I've ever seen. Between the volume, the views, the architecture, all of it coming together, it's an incredible space. Now, let's also cover the specs of this property. We have 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, 17,833 square feet of enclosed area, and on the market for $63 million. As always, you can find more information about this property in the description of this video. Make sure to check it out. And I already want to congratulate Emre Oral Architecture and the developer, Alpago Properties, for this incredible home. It was built a few years ago, and we have an extremely exciting tour ahead of us. Now, Cody, why don't we take everybody this way so we can continue our tour? We have an indoor water feature here. The tile inside matches the tile of the pool, and it just brings additional calmness to the interior. And then your travertine steps take you to the formal seating, your Minotti couches, motorized sliding glass doors. And this is Gracili's slim system, where the frames of the glass panels are very thin, so you can truly bring the outdoors into your interior space, including the floors. The entire assembly makes it almost hard for you to realize that there's a massive glass pane here, and the way the ceilings are designed, it actually covers the top section of the glass doors, so it makes it even more immersive. And the interior of this property is designed in a really minimalist way. That also helps amplify the view of the outside in the living room here as well. And between the accessories, the detailing within the Minotti couches, the warm carpet, this is a stunning space. And Cody, can we get a close-up here for a second? This is a chess set, New York versus London. I just thought this was a nice, clever touch. Now, next up, we also have a small, elegant seating area here. It's like a transition space between your formal living room and your formal dining. I actually really like the cabinet here. It helps define the space, and then your beautiful formal dining room. Here, we have a polyform walnut table, 10 leather chairs, and these chairs are crafted so beautifully. Leather wrapping, stitching, these comfortable padded sections. It's a piece of art. I love these chairs. And then you have your cutlery, chandelier above, and a nice open space. And of course, being able to dine right next to your sliding glass door with this view, it just elevates your experience. And throughout the property, we have blackouts and shears, so you can provide yourself as much privacy as you need. And it is also nice that they're motorized, they're very effortless, and make it easy for you to close them off. Now, this wall here features a lot of interesting details that I want to cover. Throughout the home, you will see many different rectangular shapes, forms, and this is by design. In fact, if you look at the layout of this home and how the rooms are crafted, everything is within a square or rectangular shape. So the space is utilized really well, and these rectangular details are brought in. In fact, you can see the metal paneling here, and then you have this long horizontal rectangular opening, and this painting by Ahmet Oral. These are all very intentional, and they're here to create portals, draw your attention to a certain location, and just bring in additional architectural integrity to every single space in this house. And then you have this unfilled travertine wall rather than your filled travertine floors with built-in lighting to accentuate its texture. This is beautiful, and next to that is your kitchen. This kitchen is all polyform with this metallic finish, and then you have your marble island, your bar seats, and this corner is gently curved. The fabrication here is very nice. Now over here we have a pop-up cabinet, your Gaggenau flat top griddle with its own built-in vent. There's also a wine fridge here, additional base cabinetry, and then on the other side we have the paneled fridge and freezer, marble countertops, your bronze sink, upper cabinets, again, polyform, looks very minimalist. The cabinetry here is very seamless and easy on the eye, and I really like that. And then we have a glass backsplash. Glass detailing here is something that we're going to see throughout the property in different spaces and utilized in clever ways. I have to point that out. And then you have your Gaggenau cooktop and your gas cooktop, built-in appliances, espresso maker, regular oven, convection oven, really nice kitchen. Now, so far we've toured a lot of homes here on Palm Jumeirah, and they all have one thing in common. They have service wings, and that's exactly what this door opens up to. Within the service wing, we have a very spacious chef's kitchen, pantry, 2 staff quarters with their own bathrooms. That way, staff can be located behind the kitchen. They have easy access to the exterior as well as the entry of the home, and they can operate very efficiently and have their private space to themselves. And I also like to point out, even the wall here is leather wrapped with bronze inlays and elegant bronze trim. And the same bronze details actually go to this side where we have this intimate family room. The textures and materials used throughout the home is very impressive. But also beyond that, the furnishings have such beautiful surface materials. I mean, the leather polyform couch here is stunning. I think this leather, this color looks so beautiful and rich. And then they have built this custom built-in section out of the same bronze that we're gonna see throughout the home to create this TV area with all this mood lighting, your frameless TV, your coffee tables. Even this section is so intensely curated. And as I was touring this space earlier today, I saw this book. I was like, you know what? I have to point it out. Barack Obama's book, quietly sitting right here next to this marble book holder. It's a very nice space. Now, Cody, let's take everybody back to the foyer because I want to talk about a couple of the details. Why don't you go right here? Because we just talked about those rectangular shapes and forms, right? Look at that window opening. It looks right into your staircase. All right, now, Cody, let's bring everybody back to the foyer because I want everybody to see it from this angle as well. 3-story ceiling, minimalist palette, and those are 2 bridges that connect the right wing of the home to the left wing. So when you're going to these rooms, you are enjoying the volume and the madness of this foyer, but it also helps you set the tone before you walk into your room. And I have to say, getting rid of this much floor space just to create this foyer is a bold approach, but I'm glad that the architect, Emma Arolat, really went for this detail and made sure that it happened as they were conceptualizing and building this home. It turned out amazing. Now, follow me this way, Cody. Before we go check out the first guest suite that we have on this level, I want to point out this hallway. We have the elevator here that goes to all 4 levels of this property. And then we have the staircase here, as well as the back access for the service area that we just talked about. Now, let's go over to this side so we can continue our tour with the first guest suite. Every single suite in this house has been designed, curated very intentionally. All these finishes, all the furnishings are very purpose-driven, and they ended up creating incredible spaces like this one. You have your flex form king-size bed, walnut paneling now with this reeded detail, and then you have your headboard design with mood lighting, and then you see leather sections merging with wood paneling. Then you have your bronze trim, your ceiling design, automatic curtains, and of course, they also brought in the travertine, tying both the exterior and the interior, and even the TVs are frameless, so it has this minimalist look, and the room is both very elegant, also very easy to look at. Now, this is something really interesting. The corner section that separates the bedroom from the closet is all glass, so you can showcase your beautiful dress or your suits there, and rest of the walk-in closet is all built-in polyform cabinetry. I'll go into more details on this one later. And then over here, we have the full bathroom. The Andalusia gray marble here is so exquisite, so rich in its vein structure. And then to create some separation between the shower and the freestanding tub, they've incorporated this white marble, including the back wall. This is the same walnut veneer paneling that we're gonna see throughout the property. And then they use bronze accents to tie all of these details together. Beautiful open walk-in shower with Axor fixtures, your toilet, and I really appreciate how they use the stone to create shelving, depth, backsplash, and this oversized vanity with a seamless sink. And look at the mirror design. It has a rectangular shape. All these details are so beautifully tied together, and I'm in a stunning home, and we have a lot to cover. And before I take everybody outside, why don't we go downstairs and see all the incredible rooms we have on the lower level. Now we are below the sea level on this subterranean level, and this is where we have the 8-car gallery. Not the garage, the gallery, because it's a vast open space with great ceiling height, and beyond that, it is also a great opportunity for you to store some incredible cars. And thanks to First Motors, that's exactly what we have here. We have a couple of Ferraris. You're only seeing the first one here. And there's an ongoing theme with all these Ferraris. They're all naturally aspirated V12s and iconic cars, in my opinion. And we have 812 Competizione here. This is a $1.6 million car, only 999 units. And beyond that, to bring some lighting and some color to this space, all backlit onyx. And I also like that all the utilities on top are exposed. So in the future, if you want to tap into one of your lines, repair anything, it is extremely easy. And they also painted the entire ceiling to create a uniformity, but it's also a good way to seal everything as well. Now the car behind me is the all-new 2025 Ferrari Chilingiri. I hope I said that name correctly. And it is such a stunning car. And when we were thinking about a car to use to open up this episode, we felt like this was a perfect fit for a couple of reasons. Number one, it is brand new, but at the same time, it has a very timeless and iconic aesthetic to it. It is also naturally aspirated V12, so it is as Ferrari as it gets, and driving this car was so much fun. There we go. The interior is so exquisite, and I mean, Cody, look at the backdrop. Look how good it looks in this space with all the lighting.
Especially the front. I love the retro look to it. I'm not much of a car head, but it very much looks like a classic Ferrari, and I can appreciate that.
Doesn't it look like a mid-century Ferrari? Almost?
Definitely.
It's a very nice car, and we have the rest of the garage here. Your driveway is to my left, and I want to mention something. So this home was completed a few years ago, and it was delivered to its owner almost 3 years ago. So this is a resale, meaning it is being relisted again. The current homeowner is selling it. And when I walked into this garage, the first thing I recognized is how dry and clean this subterranean garage is. You see, Alpaca Properties have built many homes on this strip, and all of them have subterranean garages. And that's a big task for Palm Jumeirah. Think about it for a second. You're holding the street on the front, you're holding neighbors on each side, and even more importantly, you're holding the sea itself on the back. So you have pressure coming from all different directions, and after 3 years, for this garage to be this clean, this dry, without any single issue, says a lot about the developer. And that's exciting, because that should prove it to everyone that all these homes on Palm Jumeirah should have subterranean garages, because people love exotic cars here, and I'm shocked that they're willing to park them on the streets. And it is so nice to have a space like this with the volume, and where you can really enjoy your cars, motorcycles, or so much more. Now, Ferrari GTO, only 599 units made, $1.4 million, another V12, and here is the one and only LaFerrari Aperta. Again, I'm very impressed with the fact that this is a 2016 car.
It looks pretty good for 2016.
The build quality, the architecture of its exterior, it is a stunning car to look at. This one is brand new.
Wow.
$7 million. One of 210.
Jeez.
And it looks amazing in this garage. Now, to my left, we have an interesting space, a golf simulator room, and even here, they couldn't hold back. It has leather padded walls, some open shelving, and the simulator itself. Now, I have to admit, I'm not much of a golf person. I don't really know the game that much. I tried it once. I'm too impatient to enjoy golfing, but I know Cody knows a thing or two.
Maybe. I would
Can we
say,
get into details here?
Okay, so I've seen some golf simulators in apartment buildings and stuff before, but this one looks a lot more high tech.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you're standing on some sort of pressure plate too.
Yep.
And on the top, on the ceiling, it looks like there's some sensors and a camera that can judge probably your swing angle, stuff like that.
Your speed.
Exactly. And then you have that computer system on the side with more cameras, screens. I just think this is probably state of the art.
So it's not something as simple as there's a pressure point on the back, and as your ball hits, based on the speed that it hits, it just projects the momentum.
Honestly, something like that, but
it has to be more complicated, like you said. I mean, I am sitting on a specific platform, but anyways, for golf lovers, I'm sure they would enjoy to have a space like this on the subterranean level.
totally.
Now, Cody, let's take everybody outside one more time because I want to cover a few other details. Elevator also comes down to this level. You have wall paneling throughout, built-in lighting, and you may assume that that's it for the subterranean level, but it's not. There's another room here, and it is your screening room. As soon as you walk in, your voice, your echo immediately changes because the entire room is so well sound insulated. And then you have padded wall panels, plush carpet, your screen, mood lighting, even the paneling details are rated. That way, the architectural style, the interior finishes are all uniform between every single floor. Then over here, they have Minotti sectional couches. Instead of a recliner option or more of a movie theater seating, they went with this cozy approach. And there's also a karaoke here. I'm sure, given that it's a screening room, it is a multi-purpose room, and you're also on the subterranean level. You can be loud here, have fun, and you won't even bother the rest of the home. We also have a built-in bar area on the back, small fridge. It's a fun space to have on the lower level. And again, I'm very impressed with the fact that the subterranean level is holding up so well. There's so much volume, cars are so much fun, but we still got so much more to see. The backyard of this property is really exciting. And beyond the indoor-outdoor flow, we have so many details, areas, zones to cover, and also the architecture of this property from this angle looks incredible. The rectangular frame, the setback glass walls, and how every single space is a volume that is inserted into this portal. And then you have this metal framing detail here that has motorized shutters on the outside to provide additional privacy. And the way the air flows through this property, how every room, every space has a dedicated line to benefit from the views and retain their privacy. And then the entire glass facade is reflective, so it retains privacy on the inside, but you can still enjoy the views. This is a piece of art. I can stand here and keep looking at this view all the time. Now, right over on this side, we have the jacuzzi and the infinity edge pool. This pool is 18 meters long, 4 meters wide, and 1.4 meters deep. Big enough to maximize the frontage and optimize the outdoor usage of this backyard. And I appreciate that they brought the natural stone into the pool as well, unifying the finishes. The other thing that you will recognize when you look at this house is the use of travertine. We've been seeing it on the inside and on the outside. Now, travertine is an extremely durable material, and the finish that you pick, whether it's filled, unfilled, polished, honed, you can get varieties of looks, characters, and feelings out of travertine, so it's a very versatile material. And speaking of that, this natural stone features prominently in this property. And on this channel, we've covered many homes that make extensive use of the stone. So let's ask the question, why is travertine such a defining element in exclusive residences around the world? Travertine is a naturally occurring stone, just like marble, but while marble forms deep within the Earth's crust, travertine takes shape much closer to the surface in hot springs and limestone caves. This happens through a rapid precipitation where mineral-rich water deposits layers over time, creating a dense, durable, and fibrous rock. Its unique formation results in distinct vase structures and air pockets seen on its surface. Once exposed to air, it can be used naturally without sealing. This material has been valued for centuries. The Romans used it to construct the Colosseum, still the largest travertine structure in the world. Michelangelo chose it for St. Peter's Basilica, and it remains a staple in iconic landmarks like the Trevi Fountain and the Getty Center. Its lightweight yet strong composition provides excellent thermal and acoustic insulation, making it as practical as it is beautiful. Today, it remains widely used in luxury properties because it offers a timeless natural aesthetic while being incredibly durable. It provides efficient insulation without requiring a complex installation process. It also withstands extreme weather and comes in a variety of tones from off-white to lightly rusted red, depending on the presence of iron in its surroundings. Travertine is a natural marvel with a deep architectural history. Examples like this villa make it clear why it continues to define elegance in high-end real estate. Its lasting strength and elegance keeps it a timeless favorite in architecture. Now, over here we have a sunken seating area, mood lighting, like the cushions and this open feeling approach. And it is also set in, so it protects you from the wind, provides you shade, and it's a very comfortable corner to enjoy this view. Now, to my left, we have the accordion doors opening up to the built-in barbecue area. This is a Nuare system with stone front cabinets, back wall, your vent, and you can also close off this section, retain your minimalist look when you're not using the barbecue area. It is also nice that we have sliding glass doors like this one, creating little pockets, little moments for you to just flow to the outdoors, thanks to that corner setback beam. Now you can see the remaining section of the patio going all the way to the formal dining room. And then we have the steps here taking you back down to the infinity pool and the views. It's calm, it's quiet, it's zen. This view never gets old. Now, let's tilt up towards this section because I want to talk about the rectangular frame and the outdoor space that we have on the second floor. That's where we have the primary bedroom terrace. It's an incredible outdoor space with so much volume, and beyond that, it features another pool. And I also love the fact that how this balcony simply just out of the structure, it is all travertine wrapped, and you can barely recognize the glass railing. So it has this very minimalist feel, but that is a beautiful outdoor space that we're gonna cover later. Now, over here, we have additional steps taking you back up to the upper terrace and your seamless flow from your formal living room, family room, kitchen, dining area, all taking you back to the outdoors. Now, lastly, in front of us, we have this section with a bar shelf, lounging chairs, your outdoor dining area. Again, you're literally dining on the beach. And when you're ready, you can simply take the steps on this side and go to the sand. I've been coming to Dubai for the last 3 years. And as you'll know, we've toured many homes here on Palm Jumeirah. And even after all those years, it is still daunting and super exciting to me, the fact that you can simply leave your living room, take a few steps, walk the beach, and be right next to the water on a man-made island. I mean, that says a lot. And knowing how difficult it is to build homes here on Palm Jumeirah, the restrictions, the guidelines that you need to obey by, and knowing that those are in place and an architect and a development team can come up with a design like this and execute is so inspiring. This 4-story structure with its framework, glass facade, and use of outdoor spaces, and how the natural light and natural air travels through this property. And to me, that comes from the fact that when they were designing this home, they were really trying to respect and honor the land and build a home that not only maximizes its resources, but also complements its environment. And beyond that, when you're sitting on this beach, looking around, analyzing the surrounding landscape, and seeing all these beautiful modern homes, you also realize what a development company, a person can do when they have the right vision. We've toured so many homes on this front here in Billionaires Row, and Alpago Properties have developed many of these homes. They literally reshaped this front, and it is incredible to see that they're not only pushing the boundaries, they are elevating Palm Jumeirah and contributing to this city's landscape. And that's exciting to be part of. And once again, I love the fact that you can simply walk to the beach and be right next to the water. Now, the second floor features 3 guest suites, including the primary bedroom that's right behind me. We're gonna see that later. But for now, I wanna bring everybody up to the bridge so we can take a look at the foyer. The openness of this space, the skylights above, and that floor-to-ceiling glass wall just brings the outdoors to the inside. And beyond that, even on your landing, you get to enjoy it, and it sets the mood before you go to 2 guest suites on this side, including the junior primary. But first, we also have to acknowledge the seating area that is located on the landing. We have flex form chairs, Minotti coffee table, and Cody, can we show it? Double height ceilings here because the bridge is actually situated in the center. So they have another really cool moment here, natural light coming in, and it's just a good area for all these guest suites to enjoy. Now, follow me this way. This is going to be hard for me because I like to go into detail and cover every single room, but I want to keep this tour a little bit shorter. That's why we'll skip our tour of the third bedroom here. This is an amazing guest suite with a king-size bed, and the bathroom features a nice corner glass detail and Antonio Lupi vanity. So that is your first guest suite, and we'll continue our tour with the second one, which is your junior primary bedroom, leather wrapped walls, and we're gonna actually continue with the bathroom first. And since I skipped the first guest suite, I'm gonna use that time to go into the walk-in shower of this one. Marble clad throughout, your rain head, Axor fixtures, again, bringing the bronze tones into the bathroom, including the door handle here, which is also a towel rack. And then on the other side, we have the separate water closet. Cody, let's showcase this real quick. Look how beautiful this water closet is with a bidet, and it is glass enclosed because you can enjoy the views on the other side. And then you go into your walk-in closet. This is all polyform, and the fabrication of polyform, how they make these drawers, how everything operates so easily. It is stunning. The cabinetry, the built-ins in this house, and these polyform cabinets are truly state-of-the-art. And beyond that, we have another rectangular picture window here, looking outside straight through the terrace of the bedroom. Now, why don't we come over to this side and talk about the fabrication here? They took the Andalusia marble here and fabricated everything with it. Your vanity, drawer fronts, the sinks, and then you have this glass wall with bronze details, including your incorporated mirrors. But beyond that, from your bathroom, you can enjoy the views. And your cabinetry here almost serves as a low privacy screen and keeps, I guess, what's below the belt a little bit protected, but it is a very clever touch. And they also use these back sections as a way to anchor the beds in the center of the rooms. This is an ongoing theme throughout, and I think it's extremely clever. Again, building on the palm, you have restrictions, right? You only have so much space to work with. It is the architects and the developers' job to get creative with it and maximize it. And I think these bedrooms do an amazing job. And over here, they use the same marble, created this rounded section, just like the island that we saw on the main floor, and placed this beautiful Antonio Lupi oversized freestanding tub with an Axor fixture. And again, it's all glass enclosed. From your tub, you can still enjoy the views. Now, follow me this way. Here to my left, we have bronze built-ins. Again, these are all custom fabricated for the house with a glass back panel that is lit down below. And your TV is frameless, accessories are intentionally chosen. It's a beautiful space to look at. And I'm not into politics by any means. I don't pick any sides, but it's hilarious to me that there's also a book of Bill Clinton here. I had to acknowledge it. I cannot just walk by this book and not say anything. So there you go. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Now, Cody, why don't we turn this way? A small, elegant seating area that is positioned right in front of the bed. And then we have the floor-to-ceiling glass walls facing the views. And then over on the other side, we have the king-size bed. I also like how the leather is brought into this section, including the bed frame. All these different materials, finishes are all tied together. Your glass wall, and now you can enjoy your bathroom from your bedroom as well. And lastly, we have a motorized sliding glass door here, opening up to a private terrace for this room. Now, this is a really interesting space for a couple of reasons. Number one, seamless integration, super private. Again, having these walls extend out towards the bay provides privacy from the neighbors and just creates this cozy environment. And then this rectangular opening tying the details together and providing ventilation for this outdoor space. And lastly, a seamless glass rail to take nothing away from the views. And just like that, from your bedroom, you step outside, enjoy this backdrop. Amazing, amazing bedroom, but wait till you see the primary. So this bedroom is located on the left wing, and you first walk into the bathroom, then it leads you to the bedroom. So why don't we go this way, and I'm going to point out some of the details. Travertine floors, bronze inlays, glass panel walls with bottom lighting, and then we have the bedroom, motorized sliding glass doors, and even the corner section is motorized, so you can truly open up this room. And also, since we have the thin frame, it takes nothing away from your views. And the way they design the ceilings, it hides all the tracks for the motorized curtains, and it also makes the design a little bit more minimalist because it hides the top section of the sliding glass doors. Now, over on this side, we have the built-in desk. This section anchors the king-size bed that's on the other side, and it creates an opportunity for you to get some work done. Leather-wrapped countertops, same walnut veneer is also here, and they chose a very minimalist palette for this home, and they repeated these materials throughout every single space. The same bronze finish, but they fabricated for the needs of each one of the rooms. And it leaves the space open. You have your travertine wall with these chiseled sections, and of course, your king-size bed. Look at the fabrication of the headboard between the fluted leather finish, the rose gold trim, mood lighting, all the way to your minimalist light fixture. It's a very soothing and calming bedroom. I really like it. Now, Cody, why don't we turn to the other side? Two details I want to talk about here. Number one, drop-down TV. That way it takes nothing away from your views. Second is this steel corner column. They have these columns throughout the property. That way they can open up the corners of the home with sliding glass doors. It maximizes the opportunity to create a better indoor-outdoor flow. And when you leave them exposed, it just brings in an additional industrial detail. And it is nice to see all these stone and steel elements. They represent strength and timelessness. And I thought that was a nice touch. Now, over here, we have the first walk-in closets. These closets are built like refined spaces. The cabinetry, the polyform fabrication, open shelving, it looks or feels like a boutique, but in a good way, or in a sense that everything is so well fitted. I mean, when you open up these cabinets, you see the veneer, you see the LED lighting, glass shelving. There's no craftsmanship error. They're just perfect straight out of the factory. And you have hanger space, shoe racks. I mean, you can fit a lot in these closets because the space is extremely well utilized. I mean, this is another example here with a pull-out drawer right here. All right, now let's go check out the bathroom. In fact, I want to bring everybody to this side. Cody, why don't you wait right here? Look at the walk-in shower here. And just like what I talked about in the other bathroom, the built-in desk here serves as a privacy screen. That way you can have a fully glass enclosed shower and don't even feel the need for a curtain because it is technically hiding most of your body, but you can still enjoy the sea from the shower. Of course, you have your rain head, your fixtures, and then going back in, I want to talk about the vanity design here. This is not something we see every day. Between the low vanity design, the custom fabrication with bronze paneling, these oversized Antonio Lupi bowl sinks, your axle fixtures, and the fact that your mirrors are both floor and ceiling mount. And when they were curating this house, for them, every surface mattered. In fact, even the back sections are leather wrapped. They literally thought of every little detail. Now, Cody, why don't we take everybody this way so we can check out the second closet. The built-in system here is from Remedicio. It is more on the open side. You have your shelves, hangers, leather wrapped drawers, and this gives you an opportunity to have different clothes on one side, or you can just share the space with your partner. It's a really nice closet and complements your primary bedroom experience, and sorry for the motorized doors.
Honestly, I can't get over these motorized doors.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen one of these in a residential home before. It's like you're in a shopping mall or a grocery store or something.
Well, I mean, it's a nice touch, and I know why they place these motorized doors. It's very sensitive to movement, just so you can get the minimalist look. You know, you may not want to see all of your clothes, and this bathroom is designed very elegantly, and it's very open, and you have a lot of space to move around. So when the glass doors are closed, it's nice and simple.
I really like it.
Now, Cody, why don't you meet me on the other side so we can talk about the freestanding tub. It has a glass wall that provides additional privacy. It's tinted glass, and it is also nicely curved with bottom lighting, and it just makes the space a little bit cozier. And even the ceiling mount towel rack The towel rack on the floor here, they're very elegant, and it's just another moment for you to enjoy in this bathroom. Now, gets better. I always struggle to find this door here, but there we go. A seamless glass door that opens up to your water closet. You have your bidet, toilet, it's a motorized toilet, another Easter egg. Look at this rectangular picture frame here that looks into your bedroom. That way you can allow the natural light to travel from the room all the way to the side as well. And lastly, we have a built-in here with a leather back wall, and they've even wrapped the cabinet with the same leather finish. And we have a door here that opens up to the private terrace for the bedroom. This is one of the many distinct spaces within this home, but this outdoor terrace is one of my favorites. You see, the way they designed this home allowed them to place a massive, voluminous terrace like this on the second floor. And those two rectangular frames that structuralizes the home, one on the street side and one on this side, encloses this terrace and gives it its cozy feel, but at the same time you retain your volume and your privacy. To my left, we have the metal screens. That way from the street, people cannot see you, but you still allow the natural air to come into the space. Then we have travertine throughout to give it its grounding feel. And then we have this black stone here to create some depth against the travertine walls and floors, and also these leading lines. Now, to my left, we also have a Jessie outdoor shower, and behind that is a 1600-year-old petrified olive tree from Jordan, adding to the grounding feel of this entire terrace, making this space feel like it's been here for hundreds of years. The timeless materials, the soil, the tree, all of it comes together. Now I want to give everybody a heads up. The wind just picked up right now, so we're going to do our best to protect our microphone, but it might get a little bit loud. Now, welcome to the upper section of the terrace, where to my left we have a feature pool. And I like this feature pool because beyond its calming quality, it also has recessed in lights to highlight the unfilled travertine wall here. At night, this space looks beautiful. The rest of the home and the architectural lines really come alive at night, so I'm excited for all of you to see it. And then on the other side, we have the private pool. It is amazing to have your own dedicated pool on an upper level like this, where you can enjoy these elevated views, you retain your privacy, and this is a great size pool. Again, the architectural design of this home, the layout configuration is so smart, so efficient. It creates amazing moments, areas, and just corners for you to enjoy while providing a lot of functionality. Really well designed. Now, follow me this way. Normally we were gonna have the entire primary bedroom open, but because it's windy, we're keeping the sliding glass doors closed. And over on this side, we have the glass railing. Truly a seamless balcony that opens up to the views, your backyard down below, your beach access. You get to enjoy living in this incredible home. Now this level is all about the amenities, and we have a really special bedroom also on this floor. Beyond that, off of the landing, you can see the skylight here with a motorized curtain if you want to fully block it out. Now follow me this way. The first room we're going to see is the gym. Every single piece of equipment here is curated, mostly techno gym. They even had to build custom racks for all the weights and the balls. And here we have a cryo chamber. It's a little difficult to open, but there you go. Perfect for a single person use. And obviously you get great views of Atlantis here, and down below is a Christian Dior and Techno Gym collab dumbbell set. It's a curated piece. You know, you don't really see this in other people's gyms. And then you have your treadmill, regular bike. It's a good sized gym. It's not the biggest, but it is located on the top floor, and they make good use of that space. Now next, we are gonna see a very cool bedroom. To my right, we have the walk-in closet, and then to my left, we have the bedroom itself. Again, the same finishes throughout, between the fluted wood paneling, leather-wrapped back wall, built-in cabinetry, your drop-down TV, and just like the primary bedroom, this entire corner opens up, and there's a glass railing here because this is a Juliet balcony, so you can just enjoy these views. This is a nice cozy bedroom. And over on the other side, glass enclosed wall for the bathroom. You have your walk-in shower, separate water closet, your vanity here with a really cool sink, separate cabinet, same marble back wall, and your rectangular mirror to tie all the details together. Of course, the freestanding tub, and the way they install this picture frame. They hit the frame as much as possible, that way it doesn't even feel like we have a glass panel here. You can simply enjoy these views. And of course, there's also a motorized shade here for additional privacy. Really nice bedroom, but wait till you see the room that's next door. The sky bar here is on a wing of its own, by itself, and perfect for entertainment. Let me show you why. When you walk in, you see the different sections of seating, flow to the outside, and a beautiful bar that complements the entire room. I also like that the bar comes in two dimensions. You have the marble section and you have the glass fabricated extended part here for your bar seating, your chandelier above, and exquisite built-ins on the back. Now it is fabricated to perfection. This is all custom made with leather back walls, tin profile, bronze finish, and then you have the marble section here that houses your base cabinets, your fridge, your sink, and even more cabinetry for all your glassware. It's a very exquisite space, and of course it has its own powder room here as well. That way your guests can just enjoy the space and don't have to leave. Now, some of the fluted details are also brought here with the travertine, and then over on this side we have another beautiful art piece by another Turkish artist, and skylight above to bring natural light. And these seating sections are intimate, cozy, and every single couch here is from Minotti, and it looks stunning. And I have to say something, we're working on a product that would fit this room so well. I unfortunately cannot mention it yet, but if you want to find out, there's a sign up link in the description. Make sure to check it out. Excited for the day that we'll announce it. But this is another beautiful space, and over here we have the second seating area, your TV, and then your motorized sliding glass doors open up to the terrace. You see, restrictions create opportunities, and that's what we're looking at here. The way they designed this house and how they created this rectangular envelope provided an opportunity for this terrace to be placed here and seamlessly open up to the bar. It is such a poised and collected space. You have your outdoor seating area here, outdoor dining area, and on top of that, the rectangular frame provides additional shade here as well and just makes the space a little bit more concentrated. And if you want additional privacy, we also have the motorized shades here. This is a great space, and I have to say, I'm really impressed with this house. This is what happens when you have an architect that really believes in their core values and goes out of their way to study the plot, understand the location, and come up with a design that really honors the land. And when you pair that up with a developer who really cares, puts in the effort, the resources, and beyond that, believes and respects the architect's vision, you'll end up with a property like this. A true 101 that will not only honor the land, it will also serve as an inspiration for the surrounding properties. I feel something special when I walk through a property like this. Beyond its details, it's the atmosphere that shapes the experience. Walking through the rooms, hallways, and outdoor spaces, you feel at ease. The openness welcomes you. Its minimalist design is chic, elegant, a true celebration of craftsmanship. But to really understand this feeling, you have to look out onto the horizon. The energy of Dubai is right there. Exciting, intriguing, within arm's reach. This villa is a tranquil escape. Peaceful water channels, fronts, coves. You can just feel the breeze. in striking contrast from the city's dynamic energy that's only few minutes away. It's a reimagined waterfront lifestyle, luxury shaped entirely by human vision and ambition. Framed allure is something truly special. The architecture, design, and surroundings work in harmony, creating a remarkable example of how function and luxury can coexist. A sincere congratulations to Emre Aralat and his team for their vision and designing a home that really honors and respects its setting. And also to Alpaga Properties. Their courage and commitment to Dubai's evolution is reshaping one of Palm Jumeirah's most sought after fronts. It's been an honor to tour this home and share it with all of you. And as always, you can find more information about this property in the description of this video. And lastly, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.